So there's just over a week until the next Fed meeting, and everybody's expecting them to do a 75 basis point hike. Anybody could pretty much tell you that, but like I've been saying over a lot of my past previous videos, the Fed is finally starting to talk about lowering the interest rates, or at least pausing the interest rates going forward. This would be a really positive thing for the markets, and I think that with the rest of the global economy continuing to collapse, they are going to have to at least probably pause, because if they don't, then it's going to have a major effect on our economy over here as well. However, as I was also saying in a lot of my previous videos, at this point I believe that we've probably seen the bottom unless something really terrifying comes into the market, and the really big thing that I could see pushing us down for another lower low is the threat of a nuclear war. Xi Jinping was just re-elected for a third term, and that means that he could definitely be getting ready to attack Taiwan. As a matter of fact, a chief in the US Navy has made alarming China predictions for 2023, according to this article by Yahoo News. The head of the US Navy has issued an ominous warning saying that the US military must be ready for China to move on Taiwan next year. And some reports are even saying that it could happen by the end of this year. A lot of people are saying that Xi Jinping could have been waiting for his new re-election so that he could secure his office and know that he would be in charge through the whole invasion of Taiwan and be able to see the whole thing through. Also, he probably couldn't pick a better time because with the US being so focused on Ukraine, he wouldn't probably have to face the full force of the US military. It looks like Ukraine might be running thin on soldiers, and now, according to this article by Yahoo News, elite US troops are practicing for war just miles from the Ukraine border. This means that it looks like our military is getting ready and does expect to have to go into Ukraine and fight Russia and have a war directly between NATO and Russia. This wouldn't be good, and it would probably lead to a nuclear war. And if you don't think so, just check out this article by the Washington Post. It says Western powers warn that Russia could use a dirty bomb claim to escalate the war. Apparently, a dirty bomb or nuclear tactical weapon has been found in Ukraine, and Russia has been announcing that there is this tactical nuclear weapon, and they're saying that it could be used on Russian forces. But the United States is saying that it's just a false flag attack that's being planned by Russia to say that Ukraine was using nuclear weapons against them. This would definitely escalate things and could probably lead within just a couple of hours to the total annihilation of the human species, and we really need to avoid this thing at all costs. This article by the Associated Press says that Macron, the president of France, says Ukraine has to decide the time and terms of peace with Russia, meaning that there's not going to be any kind of peace talks unless it's up to Ukraine and they made the decision. According to this article by the Wall Street Journal, whenever Putin took those 4 annexed regions of Ukraine, he did say that he wants to have peace talks in order to suspend the conflict. But then Zelensky and NATO has both come out and said that there is not going to be any peace talks with Putin. Really, there's only 2 options. There's war and then there's peace. There's peace until there's war, and then there's war until there's peace. If we can't have any peace talks, then there's just going to be war, and it's going to continue to escalate until we start to see these dirty bombs actually being used. No matter what your political affiliation is, if you can't agree that we need this peace to actually happen so that we don't end up with a nuclear holocaust, then you're absolutely out of your mind, and I want to hear what you have to say for yourself in the comments down below. As I keep saying, if we do see a nuclear holocaust, it's not going to really matter because dollars or any kind of crypto is not going to save you in the case of obviously nuclear fallout and pretty much the annihilation of our species. So for that reason, I'm just going to continue buying this dip because I think we are going to eventually recover as long as the world isn't totally destroyed. And I think that this is going to represent the best opportunity to make life-changing wealth, even if we do see the threat of a nuclear bomb, because it would cause panic. But if there isn't actually a nuclear war, then like I say, it will recover. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow if the world still exists. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.